If you guys want coins for FC24, make sure you check out MMOEXP.com. Their link is down in the description. They're very fast, they're very cheap, they're very reliable, and if you use my code Rema, you can get yourself a lovely 5% discount. So what's up guys, it's Ash here and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. In today's video guys, we have some tactics for a really underrated formation in this game, one I actually really enjoy using on Ultimate Team and on Pro Clubs. This is the 4-3-3-5, so the 4-3-3 and the fifth variation in the game, the one with the centre forward. The reason I like it so much is it just seems to be so creative. You know, you have that width with the wingers, and then you also have those narrow triangles with like the centre mids, the CDM, and the centre forward. So it just works out really nicely in my opinion. You can play many ways with it, which is why I enjoy it. And yeah, with all that aside guys, let's get right into the video. Drop it a thumbs up to help me out, and yeah, enjoy. Alright then guys, so starting off with the tactics for the defensive style, we pop it on balanced as always guys. Does just give you the most control over your defense, so you're not always pressing like crazy and you're not always dropping back, so it just keeps you nice and balanced and you can defend how you want to. For the defensive width guys, I'll pop it on 45, but you can do whatever you want. I would suggest anywhere between 40 and 50. This is so you can primarily defend in a nice narrow and compact shape to block out all those attacks through the middle, but at the same time you have good coverage of the wider areas to block out the wings in case an opponent tries an attack from there. So yeah, you don't want to be narrow, and you don't want to be too narrow, sorry, and you also don't want to be too wide either. So something like 45 is what I suggest. Now for the depth guys, you can pretty much use whatever you want. If you want to use 71 depth for automatic press from the AI and all that stuff, you can. If you want to make it really low, you can also do that. It's all about whatever you're comfortable with. I go with 60 because I like to have that higher defensive line without having to have that automatic press all the time, because I like to defend manually as much as possible. Now for the build-up play guys, we pop this on balance. It's the same as always, as it does give you the most controlled and the most varied type of build-up. Whatever playstyle you want to use really, I suggest balanced, as it just seems to work best for all of it. These like specific ones like slow build-up, fast build-up, long ball, they're not really very good in my opinion. They don't work how they should, so I think balance is the best no matter what. For the chance creation guys, direct passing is very important. It's the only way to consistently score and create chances in these games, as it's the only setting which will actually make your attackers make the correct movements. It's that push forward, track back type of movement, which is very effective in this game. Now for the attacking width guys, you can do what you want. If you want it to be like really narrow, you can do that if you like. I wouldn't necessarily suggest it, but if you want to like play it super wide as well, you can. Or you can do what I do and kind of like go for somewhere in the middle where it's not too wide and not too narrow, so you can kind of like play through the middle when you want and play down the wing when you want. Now for the players in the box guys, we have this on 6. Sorry, I nearly miscounted there. This is so we can get a few players into the penalty area, but we don't overcommit everybody to the point where we're always going to get counter-attacked. And then for the corners and the free kicks, again, do what you want, but I pop them both on 2. For the player instructions guys, striker, stay central, getting behind. The most meta instructions you can have. We have wingers, so we don't really need this guy drifting out wide. Getting behind so we can always force the runs out of him, especially with him being a false 9. Sometimes they can be very static on this mixed attack setting. Bless you, mum. And so getting behind is very important to make them move correctly. For the wingers, guys, we pop them on, come back on defense, cut inside, getting behind and get into the box for cross. Come back on defense just ensures we have good coverage of those wider areas when we are defending. Cut inside means these players will start their runs out wide and then make those more transitional runs into the narrow spaces to get closer to goal. I really like this movement. For the support runs, we pop them on getting behind so they always utilize their pace as they are wingers, and then also get into the box for cross so they don't hesitate in getting into the penalty area guys. Now for the right centre mid, this is the more, oh my gosh, she's got a real bad sneeze today, sorry. For the right centre mid guys, the more box to box, we have them on the default settings and then cover centre. Default settings, because like I said, they are box to box, so we want them to attack and defend, give them that freedom that they need, and then cover centre so that they'll primarily cover that central area. For the CDM guys, obviously the most defensive minded player in the midfield, stay back while attacking, cut passing lanes and cover centre. The most the most meta instructions you can have. Cut passing lanes is very good with somebody like Shuameni with that intercept plus play style. You don't have to use this one if you don't want, but yeah, cover centre as well. Now for the left centre mid guys, I use a more attacking minded midfielder, so Rolfo. So this is somebody that's going to act like more of an attacker but can still defend at the same time with that high work rate and the good stats. So we pop them on get forward, stay on the edge of the box for cross and cover centre. Get forward, obviously we want them to fly forward because they are more attacking. We also do have have them on stay on the edge of the box or cross so they don't actually commit into the penalty area, and we always have at least one player on the edge of the box ready to get those deflections outside the box and stuff like that, and the cutbacks. So it's just really useful. And then cover center or cover wing, depending on what you are looking for. Now, for the fullbacks, guys, whichever one is your most attacking, I suggest balanced overlap. This is because the wingers are on cut inside, so they will run into those more narrow areas, and it leaves space for your fullback to overlap down the wing to give you that extra width when you are attacking. So in my case, it's the right back on balanced overlap, as I prefer going forward with Cafu. And then for the other fullback guys, the more defensive ones, stay back and overlap, so you have at least 3 defenders back at a time. But when you send them on the run forward, they'll make that overlapping run anyway. For the 2 centre backs, we leave them alone, and then the keeper, we also leave them alone. But yeah, guys, they are my tactics and instructions for the 4-3-3. If you have enjoyed, found it useful, please be sure to drop it a like, sub to the channel if you are new, and don't forget to turn on notifications. And with all that aside, guys, hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.